At Columbia, I don't think I even had a declared major because in the first 2 years, and certainly the freshman year is absolutely, or was in 1970, it was absolutely core curriculum. Western civilization, as they used to call it, English composition, science, uh, language. There was another a gym too. Phys ed was a mandated of course that's redundant, was a requirement at Columbia. At Yale, I went to Yale to be an art major because of their great school of art. And Ray, this was I spent the second semester of my sophomore year at Yale as an art major in that what was then just the famous but famously awful Paul Rudolph building, which is a great monument in modern architecture, but it was in 1970 a miserable fucking place to work. Um, and I realized that art was hard. Oh my God. And you couldn't fake it. There was no uh, putting something off all semester and then, preparing something overnight for your final. And after one semester of art, I switched majors to history of art. And in that context, I was lucky enough to fall under the spell of Vincent Scully, the magnificent architectural historian whose mesmerizing lectures converted just about anyone who walked into them into architecture enthusiasts. So the short answer to your question is that I was graduated as a history of art major. If you were lucky enough, you could take a class with Walker Evans or with Robert Penn Warren. I mean, it was an amazing place, and and besides Scully, some of the architectural and art historians under whom I studied, had I been awake during the lectures, were just among the top scholars of their day. I'm thinking of someone like Robert Hersey, under whom I studied Leonardo, and learned that Da Vinci is not a surname, so that when people refer to Da Vinci, I reflexively shudder and think, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."